Hey, welcome to the Bitcoin Bull. Today we're going to see what Bitcoin is doing. It's going up. It keeps going up. It's been going up 5 days now in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bitcoin hasn't done that in months. So Bitcoin is looking really good. We're going to take a close look and see what Bitcoin should be doing today. Then we'll take a look at some news. We have Amazon job posting points to companies' growing interest in cryptocurrency. So Amazon is thinking about uh, making cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin available on Amazon platform where you can buy products with, instead of only with Amazon Pay or your credit card or PayPal, you can buy products with Bitcoin, for example. So that's very good news for Bitcoin. We'll go into this news article and I'll explain why this is good for Bitcoin. And then we'll take a zoom out and we'll see what Bitcoin should be doing in the next several days and weeks from now and overlook on the whole crypto marketplace. So let's zoom in here. Let's make this bigger and look at the hour chart. Before we get started, if you like this video, if you can give me a thumbs up, that would be great. I'd really appreciate that. That would help grow the channel. And hit that subscribe button if you want to see videos like this every day, analysis on what Bitcoin is doing and all the most important Bitcoin news. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's put this in the middle. So yesterday, Bitcoin, at the making of the video, we were right here, right after this jump here that Bitcoin did. And I was saying that Bitcoin could take a dip and hit here again before going back up again, or it could just go ahead and keep going up and break. But I said the most probable scenario would be like here, Bitcoin made a big jump, and then instead of making a correction by dropping, which is normally what Bitcoin does after it makes a big jump, and then it drops. But lately, it's been since Bitcoin is going up again, it goes up, it's been going up, and then taking like a horizontal rest instead of dropping. It rests and actually goes up a little bit while it's resting, and then it made another jump. And I said the most likely scenario would be that we would do the same thing as here, taking like this horizontal slowly upward rest before it starts going up again. So that's exactly what it did. It's taken like this slow upward rest, actually a little more upward than, well, yeah, about the same. So that's what Bitcoin did, and now what it should be doing today is, looks like it might be finishing this rest, kind of hanging out on this important resistance line here. This line here, this is an important resistance line. Bitcoin has hit this line, and the most probable thing would be that Bitcoin will be hanging out here for the rest of the day. I don't see Bitcoin dropping since it's hit this support. A lot of times when Bitcoin hits a support, then it drops for a day or two before going back up. But Bitcoin is looking really strong since it's not making any drops. All the corrections are horizontal, slightly going up. Bitcoin is looking really strong. Looks like Bitcoin is clean. Everyone that was scared and wanted to sell, everyone that wanted to sell and get out of Bitcoin, they're already out, looks like. And only people are buying in now. That's why there's no drops. It just keeps going up. Bitcoin keeps going up. So I don't see Bitcoin dropping, but there is a possibility. And if that happens, I would imagine Bitcoin would drop down to here, like 33,000 before going back up again. It also could keep going up, but most likely scenario is that we hang out here a little bit more, several hours or even the whole day, and then continue going up. Just the same thing as here. Looks like it's repeating itself, this pattern here. So that's what Bitcoin should do today. And then we'll go into what Bitcoin should be doing in the next several weeks. But first I wanted to show you this article here. So the company has posted a job listing for a digital currency and blockchain product lead. The new hire will work in the payments, acceptance, and experience team to own the vision and strategy for Amazon's digital currency and blockchain strategy and product roadmap. So they want people to be able to to buy Amazon products with their cryptocurrencies, and that could hit a potential future integration of cryptocurrencies on the site. The opening also comes 5 months after whispers began to show that Amazon was laying the groundwork for a new digital currency to use in its marketplaces and platforms. And they also said here, Amazon also said, we're inspired by the innovation happening in the cryptocurrency space and are exploring what this could look like on Amazon. We believe the future will be built on new technologies that enable modern, fast, and inexpensive payments, and hope to bring that future to Amazon customers as soon as possible. So this is very good news, because my opinion, because when a lot of people when they hear people that haven't invested in the Bitcoin yet, when they hear about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, they think this as this strange virtual coin like floating in outer space. It's like, is it even real? Is this a scam, or what is this? And when they see, if Amazon puts this on their webpage, everyone uses Amazon to buy things, right? And when they see that when they buy something, they see the button for Amazon payments, the other button for PayPal. If they see another button that says Bitcoin, for example, or cryptocurrencies, then that means that everyone in the world, that every time they buy something on Amazon, it'll be like a marketing banner. Let's say Bitcoin, a banner like a button. Let's say Bitcoin or crypto. And after seeing that several months, every time people go on Amazon and buy, and then that will give Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies a lot of credibility. That will make people trust in cryptocurrencies a lot more, because if a big company like Amazon is putting a button to buy products on Amazon with crypto, with Bitcoin, that means that they trust in Bitcoin, Amazon trusts in cryptocurrencies, and that it's legit, it's not a scam, and that will really help people to realize that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are real, that they are real currencies. You can buy things with them, and that will be excellent for Bitcoin. That will really help the whole image of cryptocurrencies. And then I'm sure that other platforms will do the same, like all the Amazon competition, like Etsy, eBay, all those other platforms will do the same, because they don't want to be left out. So they'll probably do the same. And if Amazon trusts so much in blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin, if they believe in it and they want it on their website and they want people to use it, I'm sure they will end up using it. This is just my opinion. I didn't read this anywhere. I'm sure they'll end up buying in the Bitcoin themselves, because if they believe in it so much, I'm sure they will end up investing in it as well. So that's only good news for Bitcoin these days, which is great. And so let's take a look and see what Bitcoin should be doing in the next several days from now, in weeks. Here, let's put this in the middle a little bit more, so we can draw on some lines here for the future. Zoom out a little bit. All right, so zoom out. Sorry. Okay, that should be enough. So here we have Bitcoin. We should be doing something like this, hanging out around here a few more hours or another day. And then the next stop is 46,000. This is the next resistance line. And it's a very important resistance line, more important than these previous resistance lines here. This one is very important because here, if we zoom out, you'll see better. Let's look at the daily chart. Here, let me put this in the middle. Zoom in a little bit more. Here we go. Okay, so you can see that once we hit the 36,000 mark right here, that means that Bitcoin, right now, Bitcoin is like laying on the floor. It got stabbed in the back right here. It hit the ground. Bitcoin is laying on the ground wounded. It's starting to lift its head up, And this, once Bitcoin gets out of this area here, that means Bitcoin will be off the ground, will be sitting up, will be getting up on its knees, which is what it's doing. It's already has one knee on the floor, getting ready to put the other knee on. Once Bitcoin hits this 30,000, 36,000 mark, Bitcoin will be officially off the ground, off from laying on the ground. Will be on its knees, sitting on the ground. And then once we get out of this area here, that means Bitcoin will be totally off the ground, will be on its feet, walking and running and jumping, working its way back up to maximums. So right now, Bitcoin is getting up off the floor, getting ready to sit on the floor. That could happen tomorrow or in a few days from now. I have a feeling that, yeah, it shouldn't take. I don't think it'll take too long to get up to here. Maybe in a couple of days. I mean, Bitcoin has already gone up. Let's measure this. Bitcoin has already got up from the minimum here. 5 days. 19%, almost 19%. So Bitcoin's been going up real fast. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow or the next day we hit this 36,000 mark. But when we hit here, I have a feeling, in looking at the whole, analyzing Bitcoin, I think that Bitcoin, once we hit here, that it's going to take another horizontal rest, and Bitcoin can be 2, 3, 4 days, several days here before it goes back up again. And I hope it does this, because if Bitcoin, once it hits here, if it breaks and keeps going up, which could happen because Bitcoin is looking really strong, that means that when it does make a correction, instead of making a horizontal correction, like a rest, it would end up dropping. And right now at this stage, since Bitcoin has been so low for so long, I prefer not for there to be a dip, because people might get scared again and start selling. So it'd be better if Bitcoin takes another rest, like it's been doing for several days, get its energy back before then getting up on its feet and going back up again. That's what I think is going to happen. However, it also could take, since this is a very strong resistance line, Bitcoin tried to break this several times. Bitcoin could also take a dip and go back to where we are now, onto this resistance line here, before then going up and hitting it again and breaking it, or taking a rest and then breaking. So, but more or less, yeah. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what happens in the next several days, because the tendency is clearly that Bitcoin is going up. And so, yeah, going up, it's making like this new channel. I wanted to wait for a dip before, or a stronger correction before drawing in these new lines for the new channel, so I can make sure I'm getting the channel drawn in correctly. But Bitcoin has clearly gotten out of this bearish channel here. The blue is the ceiling, and this green line here is the floor that we've been in for the last 2 months. This downward bearish trend. Bitcoin has clearly broken this tendency line here, downward tendency line. It's been 2.5 days now that Bitcoin has been out, and I said yesterday that I want to wait a little more to make it before it's official. So tomorrow, if Bitcoin is still above this, then for me that's officially means that this bearish trend that we've been in for the past 2 months is over, and that Bitcoin is bullish again. So, and for the short term, in the long term, Bitcoin has still been bullish, my opinion, but now Bitcoin will be bullish in the short term as well. So this is very good. Bitcoin is looking very good. And now let's take a quick look at the whole crypto marketplace. We have, yeah, a little bit of everything. Some green, some red, maybe a little more red than green. Well, it's about half and half. About half and half. The crypto, yeah, the whole cryptocurrency marketplace is looking okay, and Bitcoin is looking spectacular. And all the news on Bitcoin is all positive news. I haven't seen any bad news. So so things are looking good. Hopefully you've already bought in. I've been saying to buy in on all these dips. I have some of my subscribers commenting that they've been buying in on these dips, so that's perfect. Now just hopefully you're already bought in to Bitcoin and now you just enjoy the ride. If you haven't bought in yet, anything in this area, any price in this area here is still a good price, because the plan is that in a couple of months from now, several months from now, we'll be back in maximums. So yeah, it's still a good price, but hopefully you already bought in on these dips. And so that's it for Bitcoin. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this on what Bitcoin is doing every day and what it should be doing, and the most important Bitcoin news. So thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow.